Is sound alright? Yeah, there will be, yeah. Okay. You can tolerate us, I guess. Okay. I'm not sure if I can change that. Yeah, I've got the rulebook right next to me, and I have played a couple of sessions with the new rules. To be honest, it's mostly the same. The biggest difference really is in what spells do. Like that, there's little alterations to how spells work. The masteries are a big change. The masteries, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I really like the tone of the last game. I'm very happy to continue like that. Oh, okay. Oh, I saw it. Sorry. Let me have a look. Right. Sorry, guys. I have an issue. Why is that not happening? Ah, it it should be on live scene. Yeah. Let me. I think it's an issue with my um audio output capture. Add source. Please capture Discord.
Thought in decades.
Discord device. Nope. No, it's device capture. Not... Why am I having to do this live? Why am I having to learn how to do this live? For fuck's sake.
I'm going to, right out of the gate, apologize for having to use this terrifying AI artwork for my character, but good luck finding an image of a Goliath that doesn't look like knockoff Grog. It is
There we
near
go.
impossible. So, creepy AI smiling characters inbound.
Okay, it sounds like I am being told by my audio testers that whatever I did just worked. So please resume.
Right. Pray to whatever you did. That's awesome.
Yeah. Apologies for that.
No worries. This is part of session 0. No, figuring out what things are going wrong and fixing them.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 no-go zones on our little table rules thing here. So torture and sex for me are hard lines. If you start wanting to chop off people's fingers or whatever, I will say roll an intimidation roll and we'll just fade to black and go on. So it doesn't mean that your characters cannot do those things. It just means I don't want them described graphically. I know last session we talked also about animal cruelty was a no-go zone.
Yeah.
I'm still allowed to use monsters and that kind of stuff, but we're not going to go overt with it. Same kind of way that with torture and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Are there any other no-go zones that anyone wants to put out there initially? I'm going to take silence as a no. If at any time in the game you feel like things have taken a turn and you are uncomfortable, either you can obviously speak up if you feel comfortable. If you don't, you can send me a whisper in Discord or a whisper in game, and all you have to say is, I need to stop. You don't need to give me any more information, and I will call for a roll, move the session along, and we will know that that is not a cool place to be. So please don't make yourself feel uncomfortable if we venture somewhere. We do use sort of cartoony violence in this game, I would say. When we're describing kills, there's often like, lop off his head, blood shooting out, that kind of thing.
Can I suggest a system to use on that is the old lines and veils, where like you can say if something's happening and we don't want it described properly, say, okay, draw a veil over that. If something's happening and we don't want it to happen because it's horrific and we don't want to think about it, we just say line. We message you with like line or veil.
That works perfectly for me if that is cool with everyone else.
Yeah, works for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay, love it. Awesome. Thank you, Milo. Anything else that we need to talk about, include? Anything else anyone wants to put forward?
I've got control of Chang's character, apparently.
Oh,
yeah, so do I.
That's. I thought I specifically took control of Chang's character away from everybody. Oh, you know what? It wouldn't load for me the other day. That's what happened. All right.
Test.
Should just be. Yeah, actually, that's a good thing to check. Can everyone just make sure you have control of your character and no one else's? Milo, get your face off my keyboard. Thank you.
I have Chang still.
You still have Chang's.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I don't.
Okay, I think it just took a second to load in. I am struggling with these sheets. I'm finding that they are not always loading in for me. I don't know how that's going to work with NPCs or anything like that. So we'll see. We'll see how bad it is. I will also say I do know from experience that using the character creator on these sheets, it's not 100% yet. I don't believe all of your equipment is usually brought into the character sheet. And I did notice when I made my character that there were a couple of class features that were missing. So I would encourage you to just go through and have a quick look and make sure that everything is as it should be. You don't have to do it right now, but just maybe when you got some time in the next week, just double check and make sure, because it also, apparently some people are losing their stuff with these new sheets.
Oh no.
But it's the only way that we can drag and drop stuff into the compendiums from the compendium. So I guess we'll live with them, and hopefully Roll20 will get them adjusted and soon. They're better than they were. I'll give them that. So we'll just struggle along with them. I'm also not a huge fan of the roll template. It's very, very large and it takes up too much real estate on my screen.
To it, isn't there?
But it is what it is. So that's all the kind of like session 0 table role stuff that I have. The next thing I did want to talk about is character. I'm going to have to take that away. Character backgrounds. Did anyone want to create a common background with your characters at all? Or are you kind of all happy being strangers who meet and we kind of take things from there?
I mean, I guess that really depends on characters, but like if it makes sense for us to have any ties. I mean, I'm fine coming out and saying my character is an arena fighter. A fighter. That's his whole background. He just wants glory, and he wants to be a famous arena fighter or famous hero.
I love it.
If anybody has something that
and
ties in with
straightforward,
that,
into adventure.
I mean, my character in their downtime might have been to the arena, maybe as just something to see.
Yeah, I've definitely been to see it. I think my character has. She works for the paper, so has probably covered you. So
probably not me.
spoken?
You may have
do you
interviewed
lose a
my
lot?
father. No,
Oh.
I'm up and coming, and that's why I'm only level 3. They don't give me fights. They want me to be the heel. They want me to be the stepping stone. But my father is a famous arena fighter, so
You mean the jobber?
Okay.
It's the insider baseball term. It's called the jobber.
yeah, there you go. That's what they want. They want a
Do
jobber.
the job.
Oh God. Okay, so I've heard of you, maybe, but I have probably met your father maybe once.
Awesome. Okay. We got some ties in here. Chang, what about your character is kind of new to Waterdeep, right? You haven't been here a whole long. Okay.
Yeah.
We got some
only
ties
just
in
arrived
here.
Into the city in the last 24 hours or so.
Okay. So Chang would sort of be the
4 hours
outsider.
or so.
Turnip would be the outsider then. Okay. So Chang would sort of be
So
the
4 hours
outsider.
or so.
Turnip would be the outsider then. Okay. So Chang would sort of be. So I guess the outsider. Turnip would be the time to dive in. There's going to be a little bit of exposition at the beginning of this, just to sort of lay some groundwork. So you'll have to bear with my voice for a little bit. Let me bring you to Waterdeep. We're going to spend some time on this map, so get used to it. I did post on the... No, where did I put it? I put it here in the Waterdeep handouts. There is a really amazing interactive map online. The link is on your handout there. You can also, if you just Google Waterdeep interactive map, it comes up. It's wonderful. Whoever made it is just a hero in my eyes. So you are encouraged to use that interactive map. There's no spoilers or anything on it that would cause a problem. So if you want to use that to find place names or just as a kind of cool map to look at, go ahead and feel free. And we are going to start our day in Waterdeep. It is 1492 in the world in Faerun, Waterdeep. And I chose that year for a very specific reason. It is essentially a leap year in the Harpdos calendar. And what that means is every year in 1492, they put in an extra day. And the day is called Shield Meet. It is a huge festival across all of Faerun, everywhere basically that uses the Harpdos calendar. And in Waterdeep, it is especially considered a special day because in Waterdeep there is a Shield Meet. On Shield Meet, ironically. And Shield Meet, the Shield Meet festival or the Shield Meet occurrence that happens is all of the Masked Lords get together and they basically affirm who their open lord is going to be. For the past several years, the open lord of Waterdeep. Are you guys familiar with the Masked Lords and the open lord? Should I get into that lore?
I'm familiar with it.
Yeah, I think we all know Waterdeep at this point.
Got a rough idea, yeah.
Okay, so Waterdeep is governed by a council of people. They are known as the Masked Lords. The Masked Lords can come from any walk of life. Even though they're called lords, they're not necessarily noble. The idea with them being masked is that their social standing has no relevance within the meetings. And so everyone gets an equal weight and equal say in what is happening. They are not elected by the people. They are elected or brought in by the Open Lord. The Open Lord is the head of the council. The Open Lord is the only person who does not actively wear a mask. And the Open Lord is the only one whose identity is known both by all of the mass lords and by the general populace. So the open lord is often the one who takes the flack for the bad decisions and the acclaim for the good decisions. Until a couple of years ago, the Open Lord was Dagalt Neverember. He was the Open Lord of Waterdeep, and he was also the Lord of Neverwinter. And he was there was sort of a bit of a usurping, and instead he was ousted from the position, and Lady Laryl Silverhand took his role. Lady Silverhand is sort of an enigmatic figure in the realms. It is rumored she is the child of a god, specifically Mystara, the god of magic. She has lived for a very, very long time. She is elvish, but she's even surpassed an elvish life span. She was living as the Blackstaff, which is the head mage in Waterdeep, and then took on the role as the Open Lord. So at this shield meet, the populace is getting together to celebrate, and the mass lords are expected to affirm Lady Silverhand as their open lord. There will be a big celebration at Pygierian Palace, which is where the mass lord sort of lives and works. And that is the day in which you all find yourselves. My screen just turned off. I've been talking so long, my screen turned off. My goodness. So let's just start with introduce each of your characters, please, and tell us where you are and what you are doing on this shield meet sort of late afternoon-ish. Who wants to go first? I vote Chris, because you're on the left-hand side of my screen.
Perks being alphabetical. Okay. Hallbjorn is a hill giant Goliath. He's a rather tall one at 7 foot 11 inches tall. I guess I have a thing with playing tall PCs, probably because I'm short. He's probably spending his day to day out and about with his gnomish friend, Dimble Sheppin. And I assume his friend is attempting to get him into some sort of trouble without Hallbjorn realizing it. Dimble has strong opinions on how the wealth of the city should be spent, and he has grand schemes on how to make sure it is spent in the ways he wants. Hallbjorn is naive and thinks his friend has the city's best interest in his heart.
Awesome. What kind of trouble is he getting him into?
He is probably trying to fleece some passing nobility for baubles and bits, and is going to probably attempt to lure one or two of them down an alleyway for some intimidation tactics.
Excellent. Okay. You being the intimidating factor, I imagine.
I imagine, and unwillingly.
Awesome. Would your character have ever fallen sort of into the hands of the law at any point, or have you managed to avoid that at this point in your career?
At this point in his career, he's managed to talk his way out of any serious implications, and actually has recently joined up as a bounty hunter for the city.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Okay. Awesome. Cool. Turnip, tell us about you. Where are you, and what are you doing on this Shield Meet Festival Day?
So, who am I and what am I doing?
Yep.
Is that the question? All right. What's my name again? Godric Theobald Lee. Hold on, let me get into character real quick. See, my name is Godric Theobald Lee. That's L-I, not L-E-E. Everybody calls me Turnip on the account that I grow turnips on my farm. But we also grow radishes, beets, tomatoes, We even got a couple of apple trees put up. Anyways, I'm in Waterdeep because of various reasons that I'm not quite comfortable in disclosing to other strangers at this time. But I am in town for the was the shield something?
Field meat.
I was in town for shield meet, and I might as well join the festivities. Maybe go see, go to the arena and go see one of them fighting matches.
Awesome. Thank you.
Mid to late 20s, Asian male, tall. He uh pretty wears commoner's clothes, in a sort of like dark blue, and on his head he dons a sort of burgundy chaperon. It's a medieval hood.
Awesome.
I'll post a
Thank you.
picture I'll post a picture if nobody knows what a chaperon is. Imagine that, but in burgundy color. Very unassuming person. That's me.
I love it. Awesome. Okay, thank you. So you're maybe one of the people that is about to get taken into an alley. Eva, let's hear from you next, please.
So Eva, you see a kind of medium height, maybe a little bit shorter side of medium, human, red hair, pale skin, freckles, green eyes. She moves like she knows how to handle herself. And she's probably like just waking up in the early afternoon. Like she does most of her work by night. She's waking up, trying to like go through the streets to try and find herself something in the way of breakfast, and kind of grumbling under her breath slightly at how loud and um, busy the streets are. You know, that she'd forgotten that it was Shield Meet today, and all she really wants is just to find something for breakfast right now.
Awesome. Thank you. Do you want to tell the others anything else about your character, just in general, that they should know kind of out of character, or are you kind of comfortable leaving it
No,
there?
we'll discover that as we get there.
Okay, sounds good to me. And last but not least, Cora.
So she is a kind of medium height, mid to late 20s human looking person. And she is currently sitting in a bar with some friends, I think just watching the noise and chaos. I think there's two people attempting to start a bar fight right now. And she's off to the side watching, not in a like, don't talk to me kind of way, but in a, I love knowing everyone's business. And so was really invested in the current drama. And her friends are currently placing bets on who they think is going to win the scuffle that's breaking out.
Excellent. Fantastic. So it is, as I said, it's sort of kind of like late afternoon at this point at Shield Meet, on the Shield Meet day, and there is all the festivities. There's like the banners that are hung from the windows, and people have been given the day off of work, so they're all out in the streets. Cora, your bar is probably quite full as people are celebrating and arguing. Eva, the streets are packed. Lots of tourists have come in for the last little bit, people traveling to Waterdeep to celebrate the festival here. It's also a day for people to kind of come home and get together with their families. And so it is a lot more jam-packed than usual, which is kind of perfect for Hallbjorn, because, or at least for Hallbjorn's friend, because there are lots of sort of tourists to come and walk down an alley and intimidate and make a little bit of extra coin from. And as I said, Turnip, you're maybe one of those people. You're walking down the street, things are looking around the big city. Have you ever been to a big city before, Turnip? Or do I call you Turnip at this point, or Godric? Which do you prefer?
Well, everybody calls me Turnip on the account that I grow turnips
Got
and
it.
radishes and beets, tomatoes. couple apples too. Yes, Turnip's fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
boy.
just walking around. This is my first time in one of them big highfalutin cities. Yeah, you don't really get to see none of this over down the Yoku. That's up the river yonder of Daggerford. A small little town. We like it. Long way from home, sort of.
We're gonna have a problem. I'm already obsessed with your character.
I know.
That's why I want to preemptively apologize in case it gets annoying.
No, I love him so much.
It's the classic country yokel.
He is fine. He's hilarious. Alrighty. So yeah, as I said, everything is it's kind of a nice pleasant afternoon. Lots of celebrating, all this kind of thing. And you are all somehow, your characters have all found themselves on the same street. Eva is walking down it, trying to find some breakfast, or I guess breakfast in the afternoon. I guess
Yeah.
maybe Eva had
Somewhere that's not heaving with people and failing miserably.
Okay, yeah. So you're walking down the street trying to find something to eat. Cora, you happen to be in a bar in that street. Maybe Eva, that's where you're headed. You know that they do a
Yeah.
little bit of food, and maybe you can
Yeah.
get something there. Turnip, you're walking around looking at all the sights, all the big buildings here in the big city, the big smoke. And Hallbjorn, you and your friend are sort of in this little alley that's not far away either. So that works out quite perfectly for me because you hear the announcement. It is broadcast over the city, and it is magically broadcast so that everyone can hear it, kind of like being over a loudspeaker, except it blankets the whole city. It doesn't sound like anyone is shouting. It just, you are able to hear the voices. And, excuse me. And you hear the swearing in of Lariel Silverhand as the Open Mass Lord. You hear her being reaffirmed into the position, and that the Mass Lords have accepted her as the Open Lord, as the leader of the council. I don't know that any of you, maybe some of you who've lived in the city for a long time, have seen the Mass Lords before. They basically come out once every 4 years at Shield Meet. That's really the only time the general populace sees them, for the most part. And their robes that they wear are very specifically made so that you cannot tell size or shape or gender of the person underneath the robes. Their identities are a very closely guarded secret, and they wear sort of. Actually, I have a picture of what they look like. There we go. Excuse me, pardon me. They have these masks that are more like helms than masks. They cover their entire face, and they do not speak. When they speak, they whisper. The whisper is sent to the Open Lord, and the Open Lord is the one who can communicate anything that the Mass Lords wish to have her communicate. So their identities, like I said, very, very closely guarded secret in Waterdeep. No one knows who they are. Everyone has ideas, suspicions, and rumors. Who knows if you're right or not? It is a favorite pastime of Waterdehavians to sort of try and figure out who the Mass Lords are. And with that, upon the announcement of Lady Silverhand's affirmation into the position, there's cheering that goes up in the street. She is fairly popular at this point in time. She's done a pretty good job of meeting the needs of the people, and everyone seems quite happy with it until the screaming starts.
That's a Kirsty sentence. I love it.
That's a Kirsty sentence, yeah. And I guess sort of Cora, you're inside the bar and you hear this this yelling, and at first you're not sure what's going on. You know, you think it might be part of this bar fight that's about to happen, but it sounds like it's coming from outside. For the rest of you who are outside, what you see is these creatures that are coming from the skies, and they are coming down, and as they approach and get closer, the sky's absolutely thick with them. You realize that they are crafted of stone. In fact, they look to be gargoyles, and they are everywhere, and they are swooping down, picking up people, flying up to a height and dropping them. They are tearing people limb from limb, and it's absolute chaos on the streets as all this is happening. Let's start with Hal. What do you do?
You might be muted.
Chris, that's you.
Help if I unmuted myself. Yeah, Hal probably looks up at the sound and goes, "Ah, finally, something interesting!" And he draws his greatsword and just starts charging out into the street, shouting behind him, "Come, Dimble, to glory!"
Excellent. All right, you charge out trying to aid people. Turnip, what about you?
He looks pretty nervous at first. Then he will. Do I have an actual turn? Sort of. Can I actually sort of act?
Yeah, we're sort of pre-combat at this point, so you can do a combat thing if you want. I just kind of want to know how your character's reacting.
First sign of trouble, mage armor myself. And then do I see the gargoyles, or just sort of
Yes.
motion? Oh, I see them, and they're descending
You
on the
see them.
people.
You're out on the street, you would see them flying over. It's like
yeah.
every gargoyle in the city has come alive.
And he says, I know, I'm getting there. He raises his hand to the air, and I use my Pact of the Blade, and I summon my giant hammer. I'm getting to it.
Oh my goodness. All right, I'm taking that away from you. Sorry. No, this is mine. Okay, my apologies. All right, so Turnip, you're out to help yourself or to help others on the street to get away from these gargoyles.
Help others.
What about Eva?
As soon as the screaming starts, she just like crouches low and tries to find herself somewhere to hide. Sacred Feth. She mutters under her breath and finds somewhere to get out of the way.
Okay, yeah, you try and find yourself a hiding spot.
Mm-hmm.
Jewel, we'll get to that in a second. And Cora, what about you? You're inside the bar at this point.
Sorry.
Yes, I will look at the others I'm with, kind of shrug, and then start to make my way outside, but kind of hugging to the wall. Just want to see what's going on before I get too involved.
Perfect. Okay. Unsurprisingly, there is a battle map for this event. So let's go ahead. Let's have everybody roll me some initiative, please, and we will kick things off.
How do initiative?
When someone finds initiative, let me know where it is.
It is in the big red button, top.
Oh, right.
Top
Yep.
left there. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I didn't put the macros in this game.
Yeah, it's okay.
I was
It
noticing
rolls from the sheet. Okay. Even with the sheet popped out, it rolls quite nicely.
Okay, we're gonna have
Wow. Okay.
the combat tracker in here.
No. We'll end the game now.
And that's where we have the session. Good job, everybody.
Oh, which gargoyle is that? Sorry, guys. I am not properly set up. I realize I spent so much time working on the story stuff that I didn't actually do any of the mechanical stuff. I will have that set up for next session.
No
I'm still
worries.
trying to learn how to play my character, so I think we're in the same boat. It's fine. Probably should.
Can you hear
picked
the
a
dogs
class.
behind me?
Occasionally,
No.
a little,
Only when you're
like
only when you're
around.
talking, really. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I might just kick them out of the room. Give me 30 seconds. I'm going to kick them out of this room.
Sure.
They're driving me nuts.
Starting to think I should have picked a class that I'm, familiar with instead of something brand new to me for this.
I was floored when you picked Paladin. That was not on my bingo card.
I've only ever played Paladin once, and it was in a one shot. And
Yeah, I ran
this
that
is
one
a-
shot.
Yeah, this is a real learning curve.
Everyone's playing something a little bit different this time, I think. Yeah, it's an interesting combo of characters. Okay, I can hear myself think again. The dogs are no longer playing behind me. So let's get the oof.
Oh boy, that's terrifying.
That is some awful initiative.
That is a horrible
We'll
way
put
to start a
before the
campaign.
gargoyle
Holy shit.
there. And oh no, I don't even have battle music. Let me get that out. That'll take 30 seconds. Playlist at the game. Make sure everybody the settings might be really loud, so just be prepared.
Oh,
Here he
yes.
comes.
Oh yeah. Apologies, stream, if you get deafened. Audio. Oh boy, that is loud.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
Hopefully get
So first in initiative, we have this gargoyle here. He's going to sweep down. He's going to pick up a young elven fellow, and he flies upwards into the sky with this man just like screaming. He's got him sort of like by one arm and the shoulders. And he's trying to like wiggle and get free, but as the gargoyle gets higher and higher, the wiggles stop because now he's afraid of falling, and you see him sort of like clinging onto the gargoyle's leg, trying to hold on and not die. My next gargoyle here is swooping above the building, and he's just sort of flying overhead. These creatures are just horrifying looking. They are, like I said, they're made of stone. It's so strange to see stone flying, but here we are. They've got these great bat-like wings, and it has this really sort of deformed face, and it seems to be enjoying the fact that all these people are screaming. My next gargoyle is going to swoop down. It's this one here. He's going to swoop down. He's going to pick up this human lady, grab her, and same deal. He sort of grabs her and tries to pull her up into the sky. This woman, however, she manages to wiggle free before the creature sort of gets her up to a height, and she falls down, but it looks as though she's sort of twisted an ankle or something, and she's just like trying to like crawl and get away from this creature. Eva, you are the first of our PCs to have initiative. What would you like to do?
Okay. Eva is going to like duck into this alleyway over here, and
Sure.
try and hide. Use her like bonus action to try and hide. She's not shying out of combat, but she wants to make her strike count when she makes it.
Absolutely, yeah. Do you want to give me a stealth check, please?
Yes, see what we can do.
18, nice roll. You can count yourself as effectively hidden.
Okay. And she is going to wait to be able to see someone. Like, obviously she can probably hear this gargoyle up here.
Yes,
she's
it's
going to
on
wait
the
for it
roof.
to make a move and to be in a good position before she like takes a strike at it.
Okay, so you've got it ready to action. You can see
Yep.
this gargoyle. You can hear it on the roof. Its nails are sort of clattering.
Yep.
Its stone claws, and you know it's going to jump down on this human girl over here.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, it's actually that gargoyle's turn. So yeah, it sort of leaps down and lands kind of behind this girl who turns around and screams as this creature sort of like lands right in front of her. And it reaches out towards her with a claw. Eva, what would you like to do? What is your
As
action?
it literally is going to land, you kind of see, even though she doesn't have any weapons in her hands, she makes a throwing action. And at the last section, a bolt of like golden light, shaped like a short sword, flies out of her hand towards it.
Cool.
And I can do this as a thrown attack, so that is what I'm doing. It's basically my
Okay,
normal
awesome.
attack, but at range. So let's do the thing.
Hopefully it's
I would have
23 will certainly.
I would have had
hit her.
advantage on this one because I was hidden, correct?
Because you were hidden. Do you want to just? Yeah, that's right. So if you want to check for a crit, go
Okay.
ahead.
And can I assume I'd have sneak attack on this?
Yes, absolutely. If you're rolling with advantage, you get sneak attack.
So that is 12. 1d6 to 3, 2d6. Yeah, that is 12 points of psychic damage. Just blasts into it. It doesn't actually even seem to leave a wound, it just kind of hits it, and it recoils.
Amazing. Yeah, it the gargoyle just sort of like leans back and kind of shakes its head, and sort of growls and gives this girl the opportunity to sort of run away, and she's going to move kind of around the corner here.
Okay.
Alrighty. Hal. Is that
Hal
what your
is
creature? Is that what your character is called for short? By the way, Hal or?
yeah, he's just gonna go by Hal because it's probably easier for most people to pronounce.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, no,
All right,
I made
Hal.
sure to pick a name where I'm like, what can it be? What can I pick that shortens real nice?
As the person
Yeah,
who has to pronounce that, thank you.
Hal's going to come charging out, probably just like yelling at the top of his lungs with his greatsword drawn, and he is going to. The gargoyle that is in front of me, is it ground level or is it descending?
It is. It has just dropped this lady. So it's probably only about 10 feet in the air.
I think my strength will allow me to leap that high. So he's going to just come charging out of this alleyway and jump into the air and go to try to slice the gargoyle's hands off.
Awesome. Okay, go ahead. Give me an attack roll, please.
Let's see here. Great sword. Where is this on my damn sheet?
I know these new sheets. I'm like, where is everything? I'm trying to like look for the NPC stuff.
I have everything except for there it
New
is.
sheets. I'm like, where?
It is a normal attack. 13 to hit.
13. Your sword, it just clangs off of the stone of the gargoyle and doesn't seem to do any damage to the creature.
Let me just check something real quick.
Sure.
I would like to deal 3 damage to him with my greatsword mastery.
Awesome. Okay. So
Yes,
you're
and
able
it
to
is
sort of
my
turn the
it
sword.
just grazes him with 3 damage.
All right. Nice.
And that will end Hal's turn.
Okay. So we've got a couple of injured gargoyles here. I don't have any of my API scripts set up. This is so not like me. I apologize. So there are 2 that are injured. And that is Hal's turn. Cora, you are up next. You've kind of crept out of the bar. You've sort of stuck close to the wall. What would you like to do?
Okay. Okay. It looks like she walks forward for a second, but she doesn't. Instead, an identical version of her kind of walks out of her body and moves forward. So I will use my bonus action to use Invoke Duplicity.
Cool.
So
Okay.
there are now 2 of me.
Ooh, this is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them.
No, we're just twins. It's not magical. I just have a twin. And one day I'll figure out where this is on my sheet. Somewhere.
Oh, I do have the API set up. The sandbox just crashed. Thought I did it.
Okay, so I will invoke Duplicity. And little fake me is going to rush forward.
Here, I'm going
and-
to give you another U,
Okay.
and I'm going to put a little green dot on it so that we know that's fake U, and you can go ahead and move her around as you like.
All right. She is going to scoot and kind of stand in front of these people here, and then peek around the corner and see that gargoyle, and she will kind of roll a little golden coin over her knuckles, and I need a wisdom saving throw from that gargoyle as I cast Toll the Dead.
Awesome. And that's at this one right here.
Yes, the one that was just hit by that weird golden knight.
Oh, so that's
that
this
was
one.
this one over
this
here
one
was
Oh,
one
that
that
was
was
which one? Sorry, where?
This one here?
Yes, sorry, that's what I'm peeking around
Okay.
the corner. That one there. Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. So
Yes.
he will do his wisdom save.
And I will figure out this character sheet.
16. What is your...
Oh, it is not 16. Okay, so he succeeds.
Okay, he leaps aside and kind of seems to focus on you, and he kind of snarls at you a little bit, Cora, or at least at your twin.
Yes, my twin will simply flip the gargoyle off but remain there.
Okay. That brings us to the gargoyle's turn again. This one that is on the roof here. He's going to jump down here, and he is going to go for this. Are we at the top of the round again?
Not yet.
Quite.
No.
Not yet. That would be this one here. Okay. Yeah, so he's going to leap down off the roof towards this young woman who just escaped, and he is going to slash out at her with his claw. Yep, that's going to hit her.
You may be...
And-
Okay, I think you're rolling the emeralds, but it's okay, we trust you.
Oh, am I? Oh yeah, Whisper GM. Huh. Public. Okay, switched it over. So he rolled 18 and 4 points of damage. So she is wounded. She is not dead, but you see he swipes at her, and it sort of rakes down her arm as she tries to get away, and she sort of tries to flee backwards towards fake Cora. And Turnip, you are up.
Okay. Am I muted? No, no. Well, there's one immediately behind me. I see Hallbjorn. He looks a pretty beefy guy. Would I have vision over the one around the corner here?
Yes, it's yes.
Okay. I'm gonna engage it and swing at it with my mighty hammer.
Oh, it's flying.
Oh, it's flying?
That's the one that was like flying overhead and kind of like mocking everyone down below.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do this instead. Toll the Dead.
Okay, that's another wisdom save for me.
See this man bring down a big, massive, celestial-looking bell, and I slam it against it with my hammer as the wave.
Awesome. Yeah, you see the creature in the sky, and it sort of falters as it flies, and then it starts beating its wings again, but you can see there's little chunks of rock that spray down onto the ground.
That's my Toll Dead. That's me.
Okay.
End turn. This is my turn.
Top of the round here, my NPCs are going to act. This woman is trying to escape from this gargoyle. She's just sort of crawling away. As I said, something's wrong with her ankle. She doesn't seem to be able to stand again. This young man is still holding on to that gargoyle, so I guess he's not going anywhere. This guy is gonna run. She is going to disengage, and she's going to run over here. And actually, she's going to run into the bar where Cora was. So is this lady here. This guy's going to go around the corner. And this guy is actually going to move forward. He's sort of yelling. He's picked up like a brick from the road, and he tries to throw it at the gargoyle. Let's see if it hits.
Deny the attempt.
It does not. He's lucky it didn't land back on his face.
Yeah.
He sort of flings this rock, and it kind of goes up into the air, and the gargoyle just sort of flies around, and the woman's screaming, "No, get back here! Get back here! Don't risk yourself!" And she kind of ducks around the corner. And that brings me back to my gargoyles. This one is going to, he's trying to shake the guy that is holding on to him, so I'm just going to have him do a dex. Rolled a 6 versus the PC strength to hold on. He mentions the young dude here. He's holding on to this guy. At this point, the gargoyle has tried to let him go, to drop him onto the ground, but he's managed to like hold on to the gargoyle's legs, and they're sort of vying for who stays in the air and who doesn't. Turnip, the one that you did your attack on, it is actually going to come down and land on the ground in front of you, and it is going to make an attack. It is going to attack with its claws. Oh dear. Critical hit. Roll crit damage.
Is that everything?
9 points of damage, that's it. And it's going to stay down on the ground at this point.
Okay. The calculating properly.
Hal, same deal. This gargoyle that was in the air, it's actually going to swoop down, and it's going to try and grab you. It's going to do an opposed. So he's going to use strength. You can use dexterity, or you can use acrobatics or athletics to try and evade this creature's grip.
We'll try. Hold on. Let me just quickly double check something. I need to find out if I have advantage on this or not. I don't remember.
Sure.
To end the grappled condition. I guess, is it ending, or is it just attempting to
No,
avoid?
this is to grapple you.
Okay, so.
Okay, so he grabs you and he flies up into the sky with you. You're only about 15 feet high at this point because he's got to go at half his speed.
Sure.
Eva.
Okay. Eva will kind of dash from where she was crouched up towards this one here. My psychic blades have the Vex mastery condition, which means I have advantage on attacking them.
Oh, cool.
So she, again, has nothing in her hands, and she just swings round a blade. Is there a roll for advantage button? There it is. Good. Okay. So she's going to swing round. Oh, yes!
Nice!
Yeah, and as she swings around, a blade forms in her hand and, like, sticks itself into the creature.
Awesome. 20 points of damage. That hurts.
Not content with that, she resets herself, almost does like a pirouette, and spins around with the other hand, and manifests a second blade.
Cool. And that one's going to hit too.
I'll do the attack here, sorry. That's a 15.
15 to hit, yes.
Yep, okay, so that will be just 6 damage. And again, like, these blades, like, they stick in and then they vanish, and she's left with, like, nothing in her hands after attacking both times.
Cool.
So
okay, and you're happy where you are?
Let me just double check that. I believe that was my bonus action to make the second attack. Damage. Yep, I'm happy where I am. That is my turn.
Okay. All right, I have the gargoyle that is actually in front of you, Eva. He is going to swing back at you. So he comes at you with his claw and misses you. His head is so confused. It's more of just like a swing to bat you away than to actually do any damage, and you're able to evade it easily. And I think he is going to leap up into the air. He's going to. You do have the opportunity for an opportunity attack
I
if you
do
would like it,
indeed.
Eva.
These weapons
Alright.
actually give me the opportunity for an opportunity attack with them.
Cool.
So I will be doing it with advantage because of property. So, well, 13 is what I'm going to do it.
13 will hit.
Oh, okay. And it's outside of turn.
Oh,
so
sorry,
it's
no,
sneak attack.
13 will not
No?
hit. I'm looking at the
That's a
wrong
shame.
thing.
Okay.
Wrong bubble.
No problem at all.
Apologies.
Okay. So, yeah.
All right, and he flies up into the air. He's going to get about 30 feet high.
Okay.
Al.
Hal's going to try and drive the greatsword into the gargoyle.
Okay, go for it.
A
Yeah.
20.
You guys rolled terribly for
nice.
initiative, but everything else is going well here. Yeah,
Let's
go
see how this
Hallbjorn.
goes, because I'm going to use my species ability to make him prone. There's allegedly no save for it, he just becomes prone. I don't know how that works.
Cool, yeah.
So we'll probably both end up getting hurt by that, and I will give him 13 damage.
Nice. Yeah, you knock him back onto the ground, and he sort of lands on his back with his wings flapping, and your greatsword chunks off some chunks of stone that go skittering across the cobble.
And I think that will end Hal's turn.
Okay, Cora.
Okay, I am. Little fake me is going to peek around the corner and cast. I'll just toll the dead on that one again for my action.
Okay. Alright, so that's not a wisdom save for me.
Sorry, it lives in some.
He's gonna fail that one, so you can go ahead and roll
Okay.
me the damage.
Maybe? Oh, okay. 3 whole damage.
3 whole damage.
Yes. Be devastated. And then I will, she'll turn around and to the one that is this one on the ground?
That one is, what was he doing? No, he's flying.
Okay, that doesn't make a difference. I will cast as a bonus action. Or is I'm still getting used to the sheet, pardon me.
No, we all are.
There's so many things in so many different places.
Yep.
I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon when I can find it, which is slightly different now.
What does your spiritual weapon look like?
A little coin that just keeps rotating.
Oh, cool.
Here it is. Okay. I think that's a 21 to hit.
Yes, that was gonna hit.
All right. So that'll be that. I think there should be more damage than that, but maybe the spell has changed. One moment.
D8.
Is it still a D8 plus your wisdom modifier? I know it used to be.
That sounds about right.
I don't know.
I have the book out. I'll double check.
Yeah, I'll take the 2 for now, and let me know if I need to add more damage
Yes.
to that.
Alrighty.
Cool. Do you want to do anything else, Cora? You happy where you are?
The real me is gonna kind of shrink back a little bit into the shadows more, but fake me is gonna stand out there in the open.
Okay.
And that's it for me.
So yeah, spiritual is the exact same thing as always.
Okay, so
Force
yeah, so there
damage.
should be 3 more damage on there.
Okay. I will add another 3. And there's a coin for you for now for your spiritual weapon.
Thank you.
And I will just make that accessible to you. There you go.
Thank you.
And move that around as you like.
All right.
Okay. And you're staying put. Your invisible. Your fake you is going to stay put there too.
Yes. She's actually going to turn around and try to taunt one of the gargoyles.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I think it works because this gargoyle that was flying is actually going to swoop down and try and attack.
All right.
And here comes his claw. Ooh.
That would hit, but it's an illusion, so it does not.
Okay. So it swipes at her, and it kind of its claw kind of like goes through her. Is that kind of the idea?
Yes, but I'm gonna like react like it hit me and just be like, "Oh God!" and try to pretend that I've been hit. But yeah, it has no effect.
Okay. How smart are these things?
I'm hoping stupid.
Can you make me a performance check?
I sure can. Where does performance check live?
Where are these skills?
Where are these things? Where?
Left-hand side skills.
Okay.
Where is performance?
Oh, it's right here. Okay.
Oh, there.
Ooh, 18.
Oh. Yeah, it seems to believe you.
Okay, perfect.
So pretend Cora kind of like recoils backwards and screams, and the gargoyle sort of like hunches forward like it's going to continue attacking her, seeming to take pleasure in her fright.
Wonderful.
Turnip.
Turnip. Bonus action. I'm going to cast Hex on that gargoyle.
Cool.
Oh, no. It's supposed to be a second level. There's a warlock. But nothing changes except for a duration time.
Okay. I'll put a little purple marker on him to say that he's X'd.
Next, and I'll swing my mighty hammer at him.
Okay.
21 to hit.
Yeah, that
hit.
certainly hits.
This will be for 9 plus a hex is d6, right?
I believe so, yeah.
So another
Ooh, nice.
add 6 to that.
So 15 points of damage.
Uh-huh. And that's me.
Off. Yeah, you swing at it again, just like bits of rock are going flying. And that's you.
Yep.
Top of the round, my NPCs are going to... She's actually going to come sort of here and try and hide behind you, Hal. Your gnomish friend has disappeared into the shadows. He's gone.
I didn't see that coming.
This guy's still clinging on for dear life. This guy is going to walk up and he's going to try and hit the gargoyle with his rock. He's got this rock that he's picked up off the street, another one, and he just like swings it and it like lands down on the gargoyle's back and like the rock shatters. It doesn't do anything to the gargoyle. But he's sort of screaming like, "You let us alone! Get out of here, you foul creature!"
We're adopting that NPC, right? He's becoming part of the crew.
Yeah, he's ours now.
He's one of us,
unfortunately.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Heroic person in all of Waterdeep.
We will reward his bravery.
All right, that's everybody, I think. Everyone else is sort of like running and hiding and inside buildings and things. Oops, I didn't do that first gargoyle. So yet again, this gargoyle is trying to like shake off this young man. It's flying up even higher now. He's sort of like probably 40 feet up at this point. And the gargoyle is going to do another strength to drop. Oh! Let's see what the NPC rolls here. Oh no! It's a mess, but the gargoyle is able to shake him off. He's going to take... What is it? It's 1d6 per 10 feet, so that'd be 46 damage.
I think it's every 10 after the first.
So it'd be 3d6.
Double check. Sorry, I'll double check that.
11 points of damage. He lands on the ground and he is not looking good. He's cracked his head open, and he is not moving. The gargoyle that is next to Turnip. It's his turn next, and Turnip, he is going for you again with his claw. Oh dear.
Now I see how it is.
I'm just like focused on you. 10 points of damage there.
Jesus
Christ. That's gonna end his turn.
Nope, that's 11. I will roll concentration.
Oh, is your hex concentration?
Yes.
Yes, hex
is
concentration.
gone. Hex is gone.
Hex is gone. Okay. The guy who's prone is going to stand up. And Hal, he is going to go for you. He's mad. You cost him his toy that he was playing with.
In fairness, I think it's probably at advantage because I fell with him since I'm grappled, so I would also be prone.
Oh, that's right. He grappled you and he flew up with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we fell 15 feet. We didn't take damage. I don't know if you want to apply damage now. That's fine, but I think I'm probably prone.
Oh, right. I forgot about it, so we'll just say neither of you take damage and we'll leave it at that.
Okay.
He's going to try and grab you again. That's what he's going to try and do.
I mean, I don't think I ever broke the grapple, so I'm still grappled. I just stabbed him. That's all I did.
I think in order to like stand up and be able to take off and fly again, he's going to have to break it.
Sure.
So I'm going to have him reroll to grab you again. You've got to beat a 21, though.
That's not going to happen. Yeah, there you go. A 1.
Okay, so he's going to be up 15 feet again. And this time I will remember that.
Shouldn't he be half of 15 because he used half his movement to stand up?
True.
Oh, that's a good point.
And he's dragging me, so it's another.
You're only like 5 feet off the ground. He's like trying to get off the ground. He's flying. He's flapping his wings. You're not very high up at all at this point. Eva, you are up.
Okay, so this guy in front of me is flown up. He like flew out of my reach and up.
Yes,
30
correct.
feet?
He is 30 feet up.
Okay, then I'm a throw a blade at him.
Okay.
I do not have advantage because I used it for my attack of opportunity. So first blade.
20 will hit.
Okay. I don't believe I can get sneak attack on that. I need to double check the feature. Features and traits. Sneak attack. Put that in chat, please. Finesse. Don't use advantage. Yeah, no, I don't trigger sneak. Okay, cool. Just do normal damage. Make sure that's off. So 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I summon a second blade and go for a second shot.
Nice.
So offhand, yeet.
Nice. And you have advantage on this one because
Yep.
you hit with the first, right?
Because I hit with the
That's
first
your-
one. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what is that ability called? Is that Vex?
Yes, it is Vex. I can post it in the. Where's my mouse?
No, that's okay. I'm just trying to remember so that I learn.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that is that's a 23 to hit. That'll certainly hit the gargoyle.
Okay, for 15
For
more.
15 points of damage. How do you kill it?
I think just like I've been hammering at the same point on its on its neck, and I finally like make progress and get through that point, and just its head flies off and it kind of falls apart.
Awesome.
And then I will. She's going to come around to here. And that is my turn.
Cool. Okay, so that brings us to my gargoyle. The dead gargoyle. So he doesn't do anything. And Hal, you are up.
I'm a
So we've got
try
this
and
woman
stab
behind
this.
you.
Try and stab this gargoyle that's flying in the air again.
Okay.
A 19 to hit.
Yeah, you managed.
I am going to burn a spell slot to use Divine Smite on
Hell
this
yeah.
as well.
Nice.
I'm going to... I forgot to do this the first time. I'm going to roll damage a second time because I have Savage Attacker. Once per turn when I hit, I can roll damage twice and take whichever I want.
Oh, okay.
Oh, look, it's 10.
Pick a 10.
So there you go.
10, any 10.
We'll use Divine Smite. Just do it. There we go.
And
So
then
23
13
damage.
smite damage. Oh, that hurts. This gargoyle's not looking good, but he's still flying.
Okay. Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Cora.
I will bonus action bring my spiritual weapon forward and attempt to bonk this guy again.
Sure. Bonk away.
Where is it? There's so many. These sheets are a disaster. It's fine. 17.
Nice. 17 will hit the gargoyle.
All right. And Buckner should be 3 more damage on there again. I will figure out why it's not doing that. And then I will. I'll just toll the dead on it again. That seems to
Okay.
be an alright use of an action. Okay.
I think he's gonna fail that for sure, so you can go ahead and roll me up some damage.
Alright, I'm not gonna scroll, I'm just gonna roll the d12 in the chat.
Sure.
Okay, for 5 damage.
5 damage, alright. He's sort of shaking his head, he doesn't seem to know where this is coming from.
Yeah, I don't need to move, I'm happy right there.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna, if I can, kind of like step in front of this person who's walked forward a little bit so that my duplicate can hopefully take the hit. But I'll stay there.
I mean, you have its
Sounds good to
attention at
me.
the moment, so I think I'm okay.
Yes, but I'd like to keep it that way.
Speaking of which, it's its turn, and yes, Cora, it's sort of furious with your fake you, and it is going to roll another attack roll here with its claws. And this time the fake you is able to dodge out of the way as it's sort of like coming towards you. It seems to have no idea that she is just an illusion.
Excellent.
Turnip.
Okay. Kind of hurt because, I don't know, you crit me twice.
So it could be twice.
Kirsty's just trying to get rid of your character so she doesn't have to deal with the voice.
So, I'm gonna spend slot to cast mirror image.
Ooh, nice. Okay. Well, I'll put a little marker on you with a 3 indicator to indicate there's 3 of you right now.
Okay. And with my bonus action, I'm going to use a warlock feature and spend 2 dice to heal myself. For fuck's sake. For 5.
Nice.
Okay, this thing doesn't work. The token thing does not work. No, okay. Don't disregard those. That is my action and my bonus action. I'll continue harrying the gargoyle in front of me.
Okay, anything else? Do you want to... You're gonna stay put?
Yeah.
Okay. Top of the round, NPCs. She's gonna... this woman is going to jump up and try and grab a hold of your legs, Hal, to like pull you back to the ground before the gargoyle gets you too high.
Ooh, exciting.
So she's gonna do a strength roll, and I'm gonna give her advantage on it because she's sort of leaping up and dragging down. The gargoyle is gonna do a strength check to see if he can hang on to you here. He's got to beat a 12.
Oh.
And he does. So she's grabbing you, and the gargoyle's just sort of like ripping you away. She manages to kind of grab hold of your ankle and pull, but it's not enough to pull you out of the creature's grip. This gargoyle that has killed this young man is going to... he's actually going to fly down and try and grab Turnip.
Okay.
So opposed, I'm going to use strength. You can use acrobatics or athletics, whichever you prefer. Oh dear, and you got to beat a 21.
Does my mirror image help at all with this?
You know what? Yeah, I will say that you have the option. If you fail your strength check, we can take away one of your mirror images.
Sure. I can roll athletics, right?
Yes, please.
Not very high.
Okay, so he hits. That will count as a hit. So what's the roll? It's a d20 roll, and if you got to get below an 18, I think.
Roll a d6 for each of your remaining duplicates. If any of them rolls a 3 or higher, one of the duplicates is hit instead of you.
Oh, that's new.
Bring that down.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
click details and
so
chat it, so it's there.
roll 3d6.
Okay, so roll a d6. Roll 3d6 and see what happens.
If rolls
3 or higher. Yep. So one of your duplicates is the one that it grabs. You're down to 2 duplicates.
Sure.
But you are free of the creature's grasp. Oh, I didn't roll for this NPC that was going to... He's going to attack again. I'm just going to see if he hits. Oh, he does. And he is going to do a d6 of bludgeoning. 2 points of bludgeoning to the gargoyle, which is enough for the gargoyle to turn around and go for him. Oh, and this guy manages to, like, avoid the creature's hit. He swings his rock again, and the claws, like, hit his rock instead. And he's screaming, "You let us alone, you bastards!"
Roll a 7 on the NPC, sure.
I don't want to kill the NPC. Hal, this gargoyle is going to try and fly up with you. So he's going to use his turn to fly up 30 feet. So you're now 35 feet up above the ground. That cost him his movement and his dash action.
Yeah, the woman let go, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Eva.
Okay, I see this one in front of me. I am going to swing at it with my psychic blade. Again,
Okay.
summons the blade out of midair. So that is a 7. Nope. Sighting attack.
Nope.
Try again with the offhand. That's more like it.
That one's going to hit.
Do I count as having an ally within 5 feet of me? Because this is an illusion. It's not really a character.
I would say normally no, but the gargoyle does believe that the illusion is there, so
Okay.
I would think it would have the same effect. So yes,
Okay.
you'll get your sneak attack.
Okay. So let's put some damage into him.
15, nice. I find it hard to differentiate between the attack and the damage.
Yeah, it's a
Mhm.
shame they don't look different. I guess you just have to
Yeah.
look at the dice line underneath. Just focus that.
And that's the thing, so you gotta just check
Yeah.
the dice line, which is a little bit...
Yeah.
Anyway.
It is a bit awkward, yeah. And then yeah, that is my turn. That was an action and a bonus action. So
Okay, nicely done. Hal. 30 feet,
Alright.
35 feet in the air.
Cool. I also really don't like that the dice line shows like an image of the dice. Like, you've already told me it's a d20. You don't have to show me what a d20 looks like. It's just
Right? It's
it makes
just
me
a
think
lot...
like, what didn't load properly? Like, why am I having an artifact issue?
yeah, that looks like a placement. Yeah, it looks like a placeholder, doesn't it?
Anyways, enough griping on Roll20. Well, thank you for giving me a platform to play D&D on, but do it better.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, Hal's in this for glory, so he's taking a swing with the greatsword again.
Okay.
Ugh, terrible.
Oh dear.
I don't even think I could do anything about that.
Oh.
It's just bad.
It's just bad.
Yeah, I mean, that's Hal's turn. That's it.
Okay. Cora.
You know, why mess with a good thing? I am gonna hit it with spiritual weapon again. DTD. 18.
18 will hit.
All right. For 7, but add 3, so 10 damage.
There we go. That's some decent damage. This guy's looking in really, really rough shape next to here. So the one that has Hal and the one that has Cora, both of them are very badly injured. The one to the north of Turnip is looking rough, but he's still got some life left in him, and the one behind Turnip looks just fine.
Oh boy. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna interject for a second. I did forget there was one thing I could do, which was use Graze. I don't know if 3 damage will kill the one that's carrying me, but I give it 3
Does
damage.
not kill it, but every little bit helps.
Yep.
I'm taking that 3. And sorry, Cora, you can so you've hit this guy already with your lucky coin.
Yes.
Chimera has smacked him in the face.
As is her divine right. I will pull the dead again, you know? Those spell slots. We love them. So just a wisdom save, please.
Which he is proving again and again he's no good at.
Yeah, why mess with a good thing? Okay, so that's going to be 6 damage this time.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not gonna...
rough.
Okay, excellent. I can't actually... From where I am, can I see it? Yeah, I can see it. Okay. I'm good there, though. Why? These people seem to be happy to get hit for me, so I'm just gonna hide out.
Okay. And I have the gargoyle that you just hit. He is really badly hurt. He's going to try and fly up and away. He's actually going to disengage.
Okay.
He is going to fly up 30 feet. And kind of over here. That will end his turn. Turnip. Chang, are you muted?
Yeah, no.
Or just disgusted with the...
No, I heard turnip and I kind of glazed over. Like, this looks turnip. Right, that's me. Swing at the one that I have been engaged in combat with.
Okay.
17. I think that hits,
17
right?
is a hit.
8.
Or 8 bludgeoning. Nice. Okay.
Alright, that's all I got right now. That's everything in my trick bag for the time being.
Okay. And you're gonna stay put?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Top of the round. We got some NPCs. She is going to... Okay, so the woman beneath Hal, she runs into this house and starts dragging out like soft bits of furniture. She's gonna pull out like some couch cushions and stuff and start putting them on the ground underneath you, Hal, and she's gonna yell, "Drop! Let go!"
I love her too.
Yeah.
The other NPC above Turnip, he's gonna take his rock and he's gonna smash at this gargoyle again, screaming, "Try and hit me, you bugger!" And he smacks the gargoyle, but again, like, he just hits it and just, like, the rock just doesn't seem to have any effect on the rock of the gargoyle. But he does seem to have its attention.
Guys, when Hal dies, I know what character I'm coming back as, and it's one of these two.
I was gonna say, is it the NPC?
Alright, the gargoyle that is flying up above Turnip, I think he's actually... Cora and Eva are by themselves now. Turnip's engaged with this guy. I think he's going to fly over and he's going to try and grab Cora. Fake Cora. Which obviously isn't going to work. I'm going to have him do an intelligence check to see if he figures out that you are an illusion.
Oh no.
Nope, he thinks you're real and he missed.
Perfect.
So he flies back up into the sky angrily, and he seems to be coming down for another swoop.
Has he left my my
Oh,
threatened square?
yeah. He sure has. Yes, Eva, go ahead and make me
Good to
a
know.
an attack.
Yep, I will use Psychic Blade. That's a 12.
Yeah, so you scrape his wing, but again, just like these creatures are
like
made of
purchase,
stone,
yeah.
it's so hard to get a hit in
Yeah.
on them.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, in his turn, Turnip, the one that is facing you, he turns around and he attacks. He's going to take another swing at this guy that keeps hitting him with rocks. That time he is going to hit for 8 points of damage to the guy up here. It hurts him. You see he's got like a slash across his leg, but he's still standing and he's still there with his rock ready to fight. Hal, the gargoyle that has you up at 45 feet is going to try and drop you. Are you going to drop, or are you going to try and hold on to him?
I think I'm going to try and reverse the grapple, I guess, if he's going to try and drop me.
Okay. So that would be your strength athletics versus his strength athletics.
Nope. Let's take
Okay.
a spin.
So he succeeds. Because she has put some cushioning down, I'm not going to reduce all of the damage, but I will reduce it by d6. So you're going to take 2d6 points worth of damage. I said 45 feet, right? Or did I say 35?
I think you said 40.
Pretty sure it was 45 because he
45,
flew
yeah.
30 and I was already in
Yeah,
the
and then
air.
he flew a bit higher. So okay, so that'll be 2d6 points of damage as you fall. Oh,
Oh, lucky.
cushions really worked.
Yeah, apparently. Okay. Now, does this work on this sheet? Hold on a second. All right, it does. Just hit the reduce health button.
Oh yeah, that's kind of nice. I do like that about the sheet.
I wish anything was explained. Literally anything on this sheet I wish was explained. But
Would be nice.
when you figure it out, it's great.
Okay, Eva, you are up next.
Is this guy in front of me is like in my range, or is he in the air presently?
No, he's flown back up into the air now.
Okay. Then I am going to.
We'll say he's 20 feet high.
Okay, 20 foot up. Do I have a shot on this guy from where I am?
Sorry, which guy?
The guy that ran away.
Oh, he is also up high. He's probably 40 feet up.
Okay. Do I have a shot on him?
Yeah. You can see him over the roof.
Okay. I'm gonna run over to kind of just round to here, and I'm gonna throw a dagger at the guy that was running away. Try and get him before he gets away.
Okay.
I did hit him before. I need to check my effect property again. I think it's like marked target basis.
I thought it
When
was
you
your
hit a
Latin.
creature, you have advantage on your next attack roll against that creature. So it's him again.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Because he disengaged, so I haven't made a attack of opportunity against him.
Right. Okay. Yep.
So let's throw a blade. Yeet.
Nice. Yes,
Or-
that hit somehow.
8 points of psychic.
How do you kill him?
Again, I think just like through the neck, and out the other side.
Awesome. And he sort of shatters as he dies, and like just pieces of rock come raining down on that roof.
So it's 10 feet of movement.
Awesome. Anything else, Eva?
15, 20, 20. Running over to here, and then I'm going to make my offhand attack against this guy here.
Sure.
Try and be of assistance. This will be a normal roll with the offhand blade.
Oh, that's gonna hit.
Okay, let me just make sure I do not have sneak attack on this one because it's only once per turn. So for 6 more damage.
Nice. Okay, he's still up. He's looking really rough.
Okay, and then that is me.
Alrighty. Hal.
I am going to use half my movement to stand up. And
Okay.
then I will cast Guiding Bolt at the damn gargoyle that keeps trying to drop me from the sky. I
Alrighty.
can find it on this sheet. Ah, here it is. A 24.
Yes, that will hit.
14
How do you
damage.
kill him?
Nice.
Oh man, I imagine the guiding bolt probably just clips its wing and it goes spiraling into the roof of the building.
Awesome. Yeah, it crashes through the roof of the building. There's a great loud clatter. And the woman who's like, she's trying to help you, she just kind of like sort of recoils back and breathes sort of a sigh of relief, sort of like pressing herself up against the wall so that she can kind of hide from any more of the creatures. And she says to you, come inside where it's safe.
I will turn to her and say, nonsense, what's the word? Schusmoyer, allow us to seek glory in combat. Come. And I charge towards Turnip.
Awesome.
Hey,
And that'll end my turn.
Towards me, what the fuck did I do?
I'm coming to help you. I'm going to go fight in glorious battle with the guy with a massive hammer.
Cora, you're up.
Okay, there's still that gargoyle that keeps trying to grab me, or has tried to grab me.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to say invisible, but that's not right. The illusion you.
Yes, she's having a great time there. I will. That's. I'm trying to fix the damage on this spell, and it's not. I accidentally added to the roll to hit. They don't make it easy.
No.
Damage tab of it, maybe? I don't have any spells. So
I
don't actually
tried,
know
and
how
it
works.
wouldn't let me. It would let me add a new die, but it wouldn't let me add, or like it would let me edit the crit, but it wouldn't let me just add 3 to the damage, even though it says in the spell's description. Plus your casting modifier.
Damage.
We'll just try and remember it
Um,
for now, and maybe I'll put in a bug report if there's not one already for that.
Is there a drop down when it says damage type? Is there a drop down next to it that says ability? Because if there
It's
is,
being.
you can-
I'll do this on my.
Yeah, sure.
between
We do
turns,
like
it's fine. Yeah. Okay. Now my computer's gonna be slow because I tried to do more than one thing on it.
I know these sheets are torturous.
Well, I'm gonna try the spiritual weapon again.
Okay.
If I can roll it off my sheet.
He is in the air. Where is your spiritual weapon?
Oh, it's on the. How high in the air is he?
He had flown down to grab you and then sort of circled back up, so he's probably only about 15 feet up.
Okay, I can move this 20 feet, so I will move it up 20 feet to him. But my first roll there was a 12, so I presume that misses.
It does, yes.
All right. Toll the Dead has a range of 60 feet, so I'll just do that again.
Okay.
So a wisdom save, please.
Here we go. 13.
Meets it, beats it, so that is no for me.
Oh dear. Okay.
Illusory me is just gonna shake her fist up at the gargoyle.
Okay.
Joy's on
Try
the
and keep
way.
his attention there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that one's dead. Turnip.
All right.
You're
I'll
taking
swing.
this guy out. Don't miss.
Let's hope. That's a crit.
Hey! That's what we want to see.
12. Oh my god. One. Double ones.
You can reroll
12,
that damage, can't you? Or is that only once per
No.
rest?
No,
Oh,
okay.
oh, sorry, no,
I'm a
that was
warlock.
sorry, that was Hallbjorn. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm learning people.
I do
still.
12 though.
Nice.
How do you kill him?
I bring it overhead and I just smash him straight down into a fine chunk of mist.
Awesome. The guy behind you sort of goes, "Yeah, you got him!"
Yes, sir. Is that one on the ground?
He is flying. He is, I think we said 20 feet up.
Okay. I'll go over there though. And end my turn.
Okay. Top of the round, NPCs are gonna go. You know what? This guy is gonna. He just starts like stomping on the bits of rock that are left on the ground there. And then... Well, they're dead. We only got one left alive. I just realized what time it is. Do you guys want to break now, or do you want to finish up this combat and then take a break?
Let's break after the combat. I think it makes sense
Yeah,
to
there's only
finish
one
after the
left.
combat.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't realize this combat would go quite so long. I apologize. Okay, so this girl, I know. This guy here is going to... who's he going to go for? I think he's going to go for Illusion Cora again. He's going to try and attack her. I'm going to do another intelligence check to see if he notices. Nope. He still thinks you're real. That's what I get for playing dumb NPCs. Eva.
Okay, I will kind of get to there, and then start throwing blades. As he come down to street level?
Actually, sorry, Eva, I don't mean to cut you off. I just realized he swept down to grab Cora and then continued flying back up. So Turnip, that would have provoked an opportunity attack from you if you wish to take it.
I will. 14?
14 hits? Oh, no, 14 misses. I apologize.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, Eva.
Okay, then I will throw a blade at him.
Okay. And again, just for everyone's reference, we're going to say he's 20 feet up.
Sure.
That one, he dodges your blade.
Okay, then that was getting my eye in. We go with the other hand. Ah, fuck's sake. No, just pings off the roof or something.
Yeah.
And then
my leg!
It was around the corner. Okay,
Around
that
the
is me.
corner, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, Hal.
Hal is going to start charging towards it, and at the same time pull out a javelin to launch at him.
Cool.
Go. 23 to hit.
What is the range on the javelin?
It is
Like 30 over
Double
90
checking.
usually.
3120. So I have 35 feet of movement, so I'll move as close as I have to think. I
Yeah,
won't
you
be at
probably gotta get to
disadvantage.
like here or here-ish.
Yeah.
But
And
then
I'll
you
just
can.
huck it.
Yeah, and okay, so and that's gonna hit him absolutely with a 23, obviously.
And he's slowed by 10 feet, and I'm also going to use a Divine Smite, just because I want this thing to die quicker rather
Nice.
than
Okay.
slower.
Finish it off quickly.
Oh, and I'm going to re-roll that damage for it as well, because I can.
That's more like it.
Great.
The
That's a
damage
better roll.
for-
I assume you're gonna take
So it's
8.
5 and 8. 5 and 8 damage.
Oh, 5 and 8. Oh.
Yes.
So he took 8 total. Then he's gonna take another 5. All right.
And that is Hallbjorn.
Cool. I do like that they put the thing for slow in there as well. That's kind of cool.
It is convenient, yes.
Okay. It's weird that it took your picture when I rolled that.
It's there's a lot of weird stuff going on here, but I'm just going to let it slide. It's fine.
Yeah, the tokens aren't even like attached to the sheets anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
It's weird that you say that because I adjusted my health on the sheet and it adjusted the health for my token.
But if you try to adjust it on the token, if you do like
It doesn't
-5,
link
it
back,
doesn't
yeah.
work. Yeah.
Oh, mine
Oh.
has. Mine seems fine. If that's any consolation. I've just adjusted.
So it's just
my
Chang's
token
that's
health.
broken.
Yeah.
It's just me.
It's
It's
just-
just me and Chris then. I'm very happy for you then, Nick.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad. I take your I take your appreciation.
Huh. Okay. Another thing to work on.
Nice.
It's also, I don't know, I've disabled every API script, and it's still saying that it's broken, so I don't know what's going on there. Maybe roll 27 a day. Okay, so Hal, that is everything for you? You're good?
Yep, that's me. I'm good.
Okay, Cora.
Well, my character sheet is being fully unresponsive, but that's okay because I'm just going to keep doing the same thing.
Super.
It might just be my computer. It is notoriously garbage.
No, I honestly, I couldn't get Turnip sheet to load the other day. It just wouldn't pop in for me. It's a issue with these sheets.
Yeah. Well, we'll deal with it. Oh well. I'll just keep trying to do the same thing. Sorry. 19 to hit this little gargoyle.
And this is with your spiritual weapon?
Yeah, sorry. I'll just type it in the chat.
Yep, no worries. Yeah, 19 is a hit, certainly.
Okay, and that will be 7 force damage.
Okay, another smack in the face from Timora.
Yeah, it's just up there, like kind of flipping, but kind of undercutting. Like as the coin flips, it's like hitting him under the chin. And then I will just toll the dead again because why not? Another wisdom
those
save, please.
cartoons where they do the boxing thing and their
Yeah, it's
face
100%. He's just getting like smacked by this like coin of Timora. It is as cartoonish and ridiculous as that sounds.
Tone of the game is serious. Well,
I'm playing a trickery cleric. She can't take it too seriously.
All right, wisdom save here.
There'll be some
Yeah.
kill line about like looks like you flipped heads or something. Anyway. Okay, and that is 9 necrotic damage.
Nice. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
He's starting to look a little rough. You're probably thinking he's got a round left in him.
Okay.
Any movement? You gonna stay there?
I have a question about this duplicate because there's nowhere that it says that I can't do this, but it feels weird. It doesn't say, it just says you create an illusory duplicate that doesn't occupy its space. You can move it X amount of feet. It doesn't say it has to be on the ground.
I mean, no, it doesn't. It does not have to be on the ground.
Which feels very weird. But I guess if that makes sense, because it feels very weird, but yeah, it doesn't say that I can't do this. Illusory me is just going to like kind of jump up 30 feet or 20 feet, however high up this thing is, and just kind of hover next to it to hopefully keep its attention.
Cool. Okay.
She's actually going to jump up and stand on the coin of Timora and just kind of.
Sorry to be a killjoy, but there's a bonus action ability to move the thing.
Oh right, yes. It's a bonus action, right? And I already used my bonus action, so never mind.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
No, that's okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Nick.
2024.
We will. Oh man,
Yes,
so many things to keep in your head, eh?
Yeah.
All right, so that will any movement from real Cora?
No, I like hiding up back here. Nothing's noticed me. This is great.
We're so good, eh? Okay. That brings us back to Turnip.
The big thing is that everything's almost identical, but just slightly different.
Just different enough to trip you up.
Yeah. Oh my god, a 2? Come on.
Like
I'm
that.
dead. I feel weird doing necrotic damage as my celestial.
Well, you can reskin it if you like.
I mean, if you let me, I'll reskin the necrotic stuff to radiant damage.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Yeah. In comes the bell.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem to phase the gargoyle at all. Oh no, he's got a wisdom save, right?
Yeah, wisdom save. 2. Yeah, he takes 2 radiant damage.
He takes some radiant damage.
Woo! I'll stay right there.
Alright.
Guess it comes back down.
Okay. It is the gargoyle's turn. Cora is down on the ground. This coin is in the air. He doesn't like the coin. I think he's going to come down. He hasn't been able to hit Cora, so I'm going to see if he goes for Hal or if he goes for Turnip here. No, Turnip.
have 2 copies.
Yeah, you still got 2 copies left. He comes down. He's going to do the same thing. He's going to swoop down and try and grab you. So I'm going to do, it'll be his athletics versus your athletics or acrobatics.
Okay.
You've got to beat a 5.
No.
Oh dear.
I've been rolling quite poorly.
You
Kirsty,
really
just say you hate Chang's character at this point. It's okay.
I hate everyone in characters.
What did I do? Yeah, I'll roll that d6, right?
Yes, please. 2d6,
dear.
because you got 2 of them. And
one.
yeah, so
Unless.
he manages to grab. This poor gargoyle, every time he grabs for something, it's fake.
It's
So
two
he's
turns.
fine to-
Does he
his
pass
feet
through
around one of
opportunity
your.
attack?
Sorry, what's that? Oh yeah, opportunity
Sorry.
attacks from
Does he pass?
both Hallbjorn and Turnip.
Okay. I'll go first since it came from me.
17 is gonna hit. 23 is gonna hit. 11 and 12. Guys, tell me how you kill it.
The double, sort of, from each side.
Like a high-low.
I come in from
Yeah,
the
I
left.
sort of imagine his hammer and my greatsword just kind of meet in the middle.
And clash.
Awesome, yeah. And once again, the gargoyle just bursts into a spray of rocks that shatters the street. And with that, you have taken out all of the gargoyles in this area. You can still hear screaming coming from other parts of the city. It sounds like this is everywhere. What perfect timing on the music. It sounds like this is everywhere throughout Waterdeep. And we will take our break now. It is 10:02 by my clock, so please be back on the hour. We'll take 10 minutes, and when we come back, we will deal with the aftermath of this. Good
Awesome.
comeback, guys.
Kirsty, do you have 2 minutes to discuss a rule clarification for me real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
And we
I need
are-
some information.
installed. All right, welcome back, everybody. So we have just defeated these gargoyles. As I said, you can still sort of hear gargoyles elsewhere throughout the city attacking. You can still sort of hear the yells of people in the distance, but your region, at least for now, seems to be safe. You've killed 5 of the creatures, which is quite impressive, by the way. And we've only have one injured person. We've got an NPC here who he was the young man that was brought up into the air and then dropped down by one of the kobolds. He seems to be injured, perhaps beyond all help. However, you guys actually saved everyone else, which again is pretty impressive. The woman that was with the man who was hitting the gargoyle with the rock over here, she comes running over once the last one dies, and she sort of says like, "Hewitt, what were you thinking? That was so dangerous!" and gives him a great big hug, and he sort of like holds her, and she's trembling and crying a little bit. This woman, the woman that put down all the soft furniture items for Hal to fall on, she kind of comes around the corner and sort of stands in the middle of all of this mess. You guys look around you, and it's like a war zone here, but it's Waterdeep. There are broken bits of gargoyles. There are, one gargoyle smashed through a roof in the house. So what do you guys do? Eva, you're gonna kneel down next to the man here and check his pulse. Go ahead and give me a medicine check, please.
Okay. I'm not good at these. Oh.
Ooh.
Nice. So he is still alive. He's sort of got some shallow breathing. You
Okay.
think with a little bit of medical care he'll be okay, and with that medicine check you're actually able to sort of like stop the bleeding and patch him up.
I'm not even gonna do that. Either like noticing that he's on the verge of life is gonna kneel down, and she starts anyone that looks at her would see her eyes glow golden for a second, and she puts some like healing energy into him.
Awesome. Yeah, that kind of glow from your eyes sort of transfers through your hands and out into the young man, and he sort of takes
Sorry,
a
didn't mean to say
more
twice.
stabilizing breath, and his wounds close at least a little, and he kind of like looks up around him. He looks a little bit confused. He's still lying there. And there's that moment of terror when he kind of remembers. You see it sort of flash in his eyes as he sort of starts looking around for the gargoyles. And then realizing that they're gone, he kind of like sits up and he sort of says, "What the hell was that?"
It's okay. They're gone for now, lad. Gargoyles, I think. Just get yourself somewhere, rest for a while.
And he sort of nods at you and he says, "Thank you, thank you." And he sort of stands up, a little bit unsteadily, but he's on his feet. And while Eva is doing that, what are the rest of you doing?
I think Hal turns to Turnip and goes, "Ah, well fought, battle brother, but that wound there seems a bit garish. Would you prefer a bit of patching?"
I'll live. It's all right.
Ah,
Anyways,
well, there's his scars of battle. Well done.
yeah. Anyway, I mean, it ain't so bad when I had Lucy kick me in the teeth before. Lucy was my horse. Anyways, that's y'all seem like nice people. You wanna go fight some of them other? I don't know what these things are. These little like stone demons and all that. The rest of the city. You should probably go help the rest of the townsfolk.
Yes, it seems odd that the watch hasn't arrived. Must be busy elsewhere, perhaps guarding the masked lords.
As I scratch my beautiful mutton chops. So I'm gonna head over. Anybody want to help? Anybody want to come with, lend a helping hand? I'd be greatly
He's
appreciated.
going to catch up with regular me, who's going to step out from the shadows and just. What, you're going to fight more of them?
Well, you might as well. I just did my stretching in the morning already.
I feel like the gods probably have it covered.
Do you see any here? Besides, this is a way to make a name for yourself in this city. We could finally have some sort of reputation.
Right.
Top
Cora and her
billing!
duplicate exchange side glances.
Eva
Ah,
will
you-
kind of glance at you and kind of grimace slightly.
I like lock eyes and I'm
Cora.
like, oh, thank God, there's a sane person here.
I think you can have all the top billing you want. I'd rather just stay in the background.
And let these poor innocents all suffer
Well-
the same fate as that young gentleman, who seems to be up and walking around rather well. Didn't you
I
crack
know
your head rather hard?
Yeah, you can walk it off.
He sort of steps forward and he says, "This kind lady helped me. I am feeling much better. I don't have much, but I'll come with you. I'll help you fight these creatures."
No, lad.
no.
No,
This
lad.
girl
Yes,
steps
no,
ye
forward
perfect
too, and he
strapping
says,
young lad.
don't listen to
"I
the
got
doctor.
another rock."
Oh, God. Okay.
Neither of you should be coming with us. Stay here. You got families and shit. Stay.
And
Fucking stupid
Hewitt's wife
people.
walks up, Sherry, and she sort of says, "Hewitt, no, don't go. Just stay with me, Hewitt." And she kind of like pulls at his hand. She's trying to drag him away.
Yeah, Hugh, you better listen to your wife. Don't want to leave her a widow. Anyways, I'll turn back around.
Agreed. Look after your own. We'll do the
Hallbjorn
rest.
kind of crosses his arms and goes, but the call of glory.
Nah,
You could be so much to so many, or everything
of-
to one.
The call of glory would
Hmm.
get people killed. Leave them be.
With any
What can we do
luck,
for you then?
you can make the annals of history. Nobody remembers a simple peasant who mined rocks. Everybody remembers somebody who fought gloriously in battle.
Oh, boy.
Until they forget about you. Just stop trying to get people killed. You've got us. Don't get more.
I shall not force him to join us. I merely say,
You are,
can
however, being
seek
very coercive.
everlasting glory.
I'm all right with just kind of being background, you know?
Hal, can you make me a persuasion check, please?
Oh, God,
Okay.
no.
I only have a +3, I think, so we'll see how this goes. Oh, no, I lied. It's +5. Ah.
Phew.
All right. So, Sherry says, "Well, I'm not going with you, Hewitt. I'm not going. I'm going to safety." And she starts moving back to, presumably towards her home, and she tries to drag him, but Hewitt says, "No, I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna fight." And Soren steps forward and he says, "Me too. There are other people who have been injured by these creatures. Perhaps I can help them." And then Victoria says, "Well, if you're all going, I'm coming with you."
You fucking idiots. No, you're not.
My
Oh,
battle brethren!
Yeah, I
and I
feel
start
Ava
handling.
and I just make eye
Shut up.
contact again.
I start handing out javelins. I give them each one javelin.
Okay.
All right.
They each take a javelin, looking more and more confident in their skills every moment.
Well, the three is just make sure to hang back. Yeah. A little bit.
Stand behind us. Throw that at any monster that attempts to carry us into the sky.
Yeah, no, I know it's a bad idea. You don't got to tell me that.
This is an awful idea. You are going to get them killed.
Gloriously.
Is there glory in leading people to death? Like just unceremoniously slaughtered across it. Is that what you want to be known for? The man who led people to their death?
I'll probably stops to think for a second. If I die alongside my battle brethren, it shall be glorious.
Right, but if they all get scooped up by gargoyles and just dropped at your feet, and you don't die, you look really bad.
Then I shall avenge them.
Oh, God.
And I'll be
Okay.
telling the stories in every bar I can find about the fething idiot gladiator that led normal people who've never held a weapon in their fething lives to their deaths, unnecessarily. These people
Nonsense,
need
that
to get to
man
fucking safety.
wielded a rock like a champion.
He got
Yeah.
lucky. He should be telling a good story down the pub tonight, not dying at your behest.
I will tell a good story down at the pub. I'll tell the story of how I
Then-
killed more of these creatures. Let's go!
Then live to go to the pub, lad.
Onward!
Can I get a wisdom save from that guy?
Yes. What are
I'm
you
gonna
doing
cast
to him?
Charm Person.
Okay.
I think I always have that prepared as a trickery cleric. Yes, I do.
He fails his wisdom save.
I'm
tell
going
me what you-
to grab him by the shoulders and just look into his eyes and be like, "Go home to your wife. Tell the story later. For fuck's sake, stay safe."
You're right. Sherry's more important than Glory. I'll make sure she gets safe. And
Finally, some
he
sense.
heads back home.
All right. And I'm going to turn and just give a look to Hallbjorn. Seriously, you just
We've
want to get
still
people killed.
two! We've still two! Let us go!
I've
Charge!
got slots. Oh boy. All right.
Should have probably warned you guys that I'm just basically playing a Klingon.
Oh, I think it's super funny.
It's hilarious, but yeah.
Basically playing Klingon. Oh, I love it. Okay, so you have two people who are joining with you. Victoria, she's clutching her javelin and she says, "Look, I'm not going to get in your way. I know I'm not a fighter, but I can help. I want to help people." And Soren says, "I've cheated death once today. I feel the need to help other people who are not so lucky as I."
I can respect that more as motivation than just glory. So you know what? Fine.
Yeah.
How about 2 years find glory in sort of protecting this neighborhood? You know, you twos make sure there ain't no more of these stone devils coming around here. I think that sounds like a mighty fine idea. Wouldn't you
Turnip,
say?
give me a persuasion check, please.
Hell yeah.
Whew. Yeah, they both they both look at you and they nod and they say, "That makes sense. We'll make sure that people here stay safe."
And if worst comes to worst, use whistle for the town guard, you hear?
Absolutely.
All right
And
then.
they will head off to keep the people safe in this region.
Hal just shouts out after them, "Slay many in glorious battle!"
Soren just like raises his fist up to the sky in a salute. And I'm going to bring you back to the map of Waterdeep. So I'm going to say that you guys were probably in and around the market region. So we'll say that you're just here around Many Cats Alley.
Ooh.
Do we want to put a token down for us to mark where we are, or?
Yeah, sure, I can do that. Assuming Roll20 will let me. I will put a little token down for you. So where would you guys like to head?
Where does the sound of battle sound the fiercest?
Probably towards the market.
I mean, Hal will vote towards the market.
Oh,
I mean,
boy,
it
all
makes
right.
sense. That's where there'll be the most people.
Okay.
I turn to Ava with a coin in my hand. I've got 1 gold on him dying today.
I mean, I agree. Why would I bet
dear.
when I think that's going to happen too? He seems
Hal
to
will
want it.
flip two. Hal flips 2 gold coins to Cora and say, "Shall I perish? Put those on my eyes."
You've got it. All right. I'm just gonna pocket them.
No, I know that I know that boy's cornbread ain't right down in the middle, but it seems all right.
I just need to
You'll
go out of
you'll
character here.
notice.
Mm.
Yeah.
I just need to say how much I appreciate the night and day change between the British slang idioms you were trying in the last campaign and the Southern slang here. I appreciate
Hillbilly
you so
Southern
much, Chang.
character. It's fantastic.
So good.
I appreciate you so much, Chang. You are my hero right now.
You will notice Turnip is talking to nobody. He's not turning to you people when he's saying that. When he's saying
I love him.
Hmm.
anyways, off we go.
Okay, off you go.
As we're walking, my duplicate does vanish after, I think, a minute.
Okay.
Huh. That's a nice trick you got there.
It's kept me safe more than once.
I can definitely see the use for it.
I mean,
My name's Eva.
stop. Oh, right. Names. Hello, Eva. I'm Cora. Nice to, I guess, meet you. Thanks for jumping in and all that fight.
Oh, it looked like it needed to happen.
Well, yes. I don't know if I want to bother to learn his name up there, considering it'll be on a tombstone tomorrow.
Well, you got to learn something to write, I guess.
Oh, I suppose that's true.
Okay, so you guys head over towards the market. As you approach, you notice a couple of things. First of all, the city guard is out in force, and you see that they are trying to assist people as much as possible. They are sort of basically acting to protect the public. The other thing is the Griffin Riders are also out, and so as you walk forward, you can see that there are these aerial battles happening with the famed Griffin Riders of Waterdeep, who, if you're not aware, they are the aerial part of the guards or forces of Waterdeep. They're out, and there's like these Griffin Riders that are fighting these gargoyles in the sky. It's kind of crazy. But as all of that happens, there is something else that catches and holds your attention like nothing else, because one of the statues has moved. And as people who have even just heard of Waterdeep, you all have heard of the walking statues of Waterdeep. They haven't walked in a very, very long time, but rumor has it that these walking statues, these colossus, are capable of movement. And today you see that that is true. The God Catcher, as the statue is known, has actually walked into the market square. The Godcatcher is an absolutely enormous statue. He is a human shaped male. He wears armor. He bears a shield and a sword. And he has been in Waterdeep. His original position, I will put him on the map here where he originally was. Here he is here. He has been here so long that his leg has been hollowed out and is actually used as a residence. People walk under his shadow every day without thinking about it. He is just another statue. But today, for whatever reason, that statue has moved, is standing in the market, and is swatting at gargoyles. It is an incredible sight as he moves to protect the city, perhaps. He moves slowly and ponderously, but with accuracy, and is able to sort of grab these gargoyles and just crush them in his hand, and they fall into powder at his feet. How do you guys react to that?
I mean,
Oh shit!
as a resident of Waterdeep, I'd know that they're like legends are told about them being the defenders of the city. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Yeah, I mean, Hal sees it walking towards the market and goes, "Ah, a foe worthy of one of the Colossus is worthy of me," and he just tears off down the street.
Oh, sacred Fifth.
Oh gods.
Okay, do the rest of you sort of follow behind him?
Yes, but
Yeah.
begrudgingly.
Yeah.
Okay. So you follow behind, and at the market, the only enemy that you see, Hal, as you come tearing in, are these gargoyles, and the statue is just ripping them to shreds. The gargoyles are attacking the statue, and there are guards kind of around, and they look confused. They're not sure if they should be attacking the statue. They're not sure if they should be attacking the gargoyles. They're not sure what's going on. So they're just basically trying to get people to safety, because the problem with this Colossus is he seems to be protecting the city, but he's also crushing things beneath his enormous feet, and seems completely unconcerned with with crushing houses and humans and elves and anything else that falls underneath his feet as he sort of grabs at things. Can I get you to please make me a dexterity saving throw?
Yeah, sure. I'm real good at that. Here we go.
This is how you die, is crushed beneath this statue.
Glorious way to go. It would go down in legend.
Hal, you're actually able to sort of fling yourself out of the way, but even the ground trembles beneath his feet, as he moves.
Honestly, I think the
And
statue has it covered. I think
Mm.
I'm alright to just hang out back here.
so guys, I realize that this is a little bit early, but I think this is where we're going to save game for today, because I would like to do a little adjusting for what I think is about to happen for next session. So we're going to save game here. We will pick up. Is everyone good to play next Saturday?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep,
Should be.
fine, yep.
Okay. So we'll plan on playing on the 2nd, and this is okay. So the 2nd, and Nick and I were talking about this earlier. The 2nd is the 3rd is daylight savings for some of us, and then Nick, yours is on the 9th.
Yeah,
Or
mine
the
is like the
10th
week
is your
after. Mine is the Sunday after.
Okay.
Time will
So,
still be fine
so
for
the
me.
session on the
Then-
9th will be a little bit weird. We'll play. Are you still good to play if we play at the normal time?
Yep.
Is that
Yeah,
still
normal
okay
time.
for you?
Normal time is absolutely fine for me. My Saturday afternoons are entirely clear. I keep them that way.
Awesome. Okay. So we'll play 2nd and 9th at the usual time, and then on the 16th we'll obviously be playing in daylight savings for everybody. And I do have one sort of bookkeeping thing. We were talking a little bit. The sheets. How would you guys feel if I switched the game over to use the regular sheets? It would mean that we couldn't drag and drop from the compendium. Nick does have a workaround for that with an add-on that you can add to your browser.
Yeah.
And it would mean that we wouldn't have the issues we were having today. Or perhaps you like the new sheets and would like to stick with them. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, the new sheets just kind of don't work, so I'm all right with.
Yeah.
I have zero preference either way, so you guys just tell me what to do.
Chang, do you have a strong
Uh,
feeling one way or the other?
My only concern is if everything will be ported properly.
It should be able to get stuff back from. We can either copy stuff across manually for these, or the plugin I have uses 5e tools, which is already updated to 2024. So we can just port in stuff from 5e tools, and it's fairly well configured for Roll20 already.
Okay.
I would like to spend some time going over everyone's sheets and making sure that they are correct. It'll also help me kind of get more familiar with the characters. I haven't had time to do that.
Yeah.
So I would actually volunteer to transfer over everyone's sheets if you want me to.
I
If you want to do it
can-
yourself, that's cool
I
too.
can also give you a hand with getting people's stuff transferred over. Like we can
Thank you,
make
Nick.
a time to do it together.
Okay. Unless anyone, like I said, if you want to do it yourself, that's absolutely fine too. I understand, they're your characters, and if you want to kind of handle that, that is perfectly fine. Just let me know. But I
By
think,
all means,
okay.
feel free.
The less
Less
work I
for
have to
me,
do
oh
on
no.
Roll20, yeah, I'm all for that.
Okay,
You want to transfer it over, I'm cool with that.
Okay. All right, so we'll switch over to the new sheets for our next session. I'm finding this, I'm pretty frustrated with Roll20 right now. Not the company, just the situation we're currently in. It has broken everything in my game right now, and I'm finding it, very, very frustrating. So another reason I would like to end a bit early and just get everything fixed and back up and running properly before we play again. So yeah, we'll switch over to the new sheets. That should hopefully mean that my API scripts do not break. And yeah, we will go from there. So thank you guys very much for playing today. Good session.
Yeah, thank you.
And I really look
thank you.
forward to next week. I'm really excited about this campaign. I'm really excited with the backstory stuff you guys have given me. And I will have some stuff for each of you for next session as well, with how your characters are going to tie into the campaign a little bit. I'm just still working on that aspect, as I changed everything at the last minute because I didn't like where the story was going. And so I changed everything last minute. So yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds great.
Okay.
Fun.
Fellow players,
Good.
start thinking about what character you want my second character to be. Maybe not one who dives headlong into danger at every corner.
This character's father, obviously. I'm more competent right now.
Yeah, well, okay, let me just come back as a level 17 fighter.
It's the exact same character, but with a slightly different name. It's his twin brother come to avenge his death.
It's his twin brother pal.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris, by the way, your sword, we looked into it.
You want just
I
regular
don't
greatsword?
think
Totally
you're
fine with that.
supposed to have it, but I'm kind of cool with you having it, actually. The more I
I'm
think
fine
about
with
it, the more I
whatever,
like
because
it.
I only chose it because it was in the drop down list, and I was like, that sounds neat.
Yeah, I think it does. Like, the more I think about it, I'm happy with you keeping it. And maybe it's something that we can talk about how you got it. Maybe it's your father's, or maybe it's something that, like, how did you get it? Like, I think we can incorporate that. And I do think it's kind of cool. So go ahead and keep it.
All right,
And
sounds good.
we'll talk about how you got it and what that means for your character.
And I'll just have to try and figure out how to. Well, I guess I'll wait till we switch over to the new characters. How to add that extra flat
That'll be
7
easy on the.
to
That'll be
the
easy
crit
on the other
damage.
sheet.
Yeah, on the new sheet, it won't be a
Okay,
problem.
I just
to you.
checked this one, and I was like, I can't figure that one out. I can add extra dice, but
Yeah. Okay.
So thanks again, everyone, and I will see you all next week. Have a good one.
You
See you next
too.
week.
take care.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.